Yo, what's going on? Let's get right into it. Today is Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024. As you can see by the topic, not having one barber is crazy. It's your boy Mduduzi, all my brothers, sisters, kings and queens, as well as, or if you're a king, man, don't matter. Let's get it right. Man, I just got the haircut today. Check it out, you feel me? But yeah, while I'm getting the haircut, I was like, this is the video I have to shoot. Not having one barber is crazy. So, let me explain, right? I have a barber that I go to now more than the others. But this barber is in a dangerous place, let me put it like this. So although I don't mind going, sometimes it just feels like because I know I have to be alert. You could get robbed, I don't think they'll kill you, but you can get robbed. So every time I go to the barber, I'm always on edge, if I can say, you feel me, just extra vigilant. But otherwise, the barber does the job, you feel me? Shout out the brother, man. He keeps me real clean. But yeah, like, since I have multiple barbers, I've just realized it feels like sleeping around. And, I don't even have the experience of sleeping around, but this is what it feels like. And let me explain why, right? So, there's a barber I used to go to. He was on the side of the road, you feel me? The cheapest of the cheapest. And shout out the brother. It's just that what I didn't like is he started cutting my hair into like this funny style, like and it's one of those styles that you can't correct, like even once he's done cutting, because as I'm saying, he's on the street. So once he's done cutting, there's no mirror I can look at the whole time, you feel me? So I only get to see after he's done. And after he's done, there's not much he can do to correct it, like the way he used to cut my hair. So I was like, man, although the brother's the cheapest, it's just, and like, I feel like vibes, he was no funny vibes. Let me just say real solid, you feel me? Like, I was cozy with him. We had a good, if I could say, relationship. But yeah, it's just that the way he cut the hair. And I don't know why, like. Anyways, I moved on. I got a second barber. Now, all these barbers are in one area, you feel me? I got a second barber. So this second barber, man, this brother, in terms of, personality, what I liked about him, right, he's a man, but he's still soft, you feel me? Not on no gay vibes, but he's just a soft brew, if I can put it like that. And yeah, for him, he used to cut hair nice. It's just that there'd always just be like a little bit of a mistake. Just maybe there's, like, when you're doing the trim, maybe it's not just extra finessed. Last time he cut just like an extra piece of the beard. So his prices were reasonable, and I like the vibe, you feel me? No homo, but yeah, he's a real, also a good guy, you feel me? But it's like, I wasn't 100% satisfied with the haircut. Then, let me talk about, so I've talked about three brothers. It's the brother who, okay, no, I'll talk about the other. Let me talk about him now. The brother I go to that I've been frequenting more, right? One day I took a trip, and this is how I find most things, right? Like, I believe in seek and you will find. So, there's a book I had read which talks about if, like, let's say you're looking for weed and you go out into an area and you're like, you know what, I'm going to find someone who sells weed. You end up finding that person. And this is something I've done multiple times. I did it with lean, right? I won't say the place, but I was like, you know what? I'm stopping at every pharmacy here. I'm gonna definitely get me lean. And that's how I had almost over 7. I think I'm exaggerating, but like close to maybe a good 5 places where I could buy lean, right? And that was just all from going to pharmacy. Hey, do you guys have this? And if they didn't, okay, move on. If they did, you buy, then you make it. It's like a numbers game, you feel me? Like the same thing if you're approaching multiple women, right? But like, yeah, so I was like to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna go find me a barber. I'm gonna stop at every salon. I don't mind getting a bad haircut, but then I'll know, okay, don't come back here until I find the barber. And this is how I find the brother I currently go to. He is where I used to do when I still had braids, right? I went to that spot and it was cheap there. So I was like, you know what? Let me first go into the spot, try get my hair cut. If it doesn't work here, I'll move on. I went in there, the brother hooked me up, and that's how I've been with them, you feel me? Brother's real cozy, prices are good. He's the second cheapest, right, out of all these barbers. Yeah, it's just that the place is dodgy, but otherwise the brother's a real solid brother. Shout out to him. So I've talked about 3 brothers. Yeah. Brother number 4, right, is brother who cuts the hair the best. Yeah, like he's known that he's the plug, you know what I'm saying? He cut my hair. I remember I was like, I want the style. He hooked me up. Oof, he finessed me. But then brother, because he's in such high demand, he was like, you know what, I'm upping the prices. And he upped the prices by like a huge amount. Like, I don't want to say the actual prices. Actually, why not, right? So he used to cut for 80 Rand. Yeah, and you see, that's already drastic. But he's like, you know what, I'm upping it to 100. And this was in a few weeks of me cutting my hair there. So I was like, damn, like, plus with the transport and everything, I could afford it. But I was like, nah, I don't need to afford it, right? I don't want to. So I switched to the brother I'm frequently at, right? So that's already, okay. Barber number 5. This is a 5 barber rotation. Yeah, I know this sounds wrong, no homo. But yeah, pause, you feel me? Barber number 5. I just got my haircut from him today. Barber number 5, he knows how to finesse hair, right? But it's funny, like I had come the first time, right? I knew, like before I started cutting my hair on a regular, this is what I mean, right? So I came to Barber 5. He charged me 60 Rand, right? Okay, he finessed me. Then as he was giving my change, it was 40 Rand, 220s. Like he was holding on kind of like to 120. But I was like, if you get what I'm saying, like 120 Rand, he was kind of, while I was taking it, he was holding it back. I'm like, what the? I'm like, no way, you feel me? Then I took my money. That's like he was trying to get 20. But I was like, nah, no way, you feel me? Not like that, but I played it off. But I was like, what's going on? You said the haircut 60. Anyways, I come back the second time to Barber number 5. He had a couple people in line, you feel me? But the brother was real sour. I was just like, what's happening with the homie? You feel me? Like, has he got mood swings? What's going on? Like, and that's what reminded me of barber loyalty. It's funny. There's one of the barbers, right? The barber who I said cut the hair the best. His salon where he does his hair, right? He owns it. And back when I used to do my braids, there was a lady there who used to do my braids for me. So she did them maybe for the first couple of times, but I felt like the price was too high, right? Like every time I told someone, oh, this is how much I did my braids for, they'd be like, what? So I had went to another person, then that person flopped, then I came back to her, right? Before I made up my mind like that, okay, I'm going elsewhere. I came back to her, then she's like, we haven't seen you these weeks. I'm like, yeah, I went to someone now. She's like, You cheating on me now. I was like, what the? That's why I saw there's barber or customer loyalty. But yeah, then she talked about, if the price is too high for you, talk to me, I'll bring it down. So that's where I kind of understood, like, there's this low-key loyalty. Even though it's not there, it's there. You feel me? That's why I say it feels like being in, it's like sleeping around, you feel me? And I'll get into that. So barber number 5, I come back, he's moody. He had like a couple people in line, right, cutting their hair. I was like, hey, can I cut my hair? How many people? He's like, 2. I was like, I waited for a bit. I was like, nah, I ain't waiting. I'm going to one of the barbers. One of the other barbers is close to the brother. Like, they basically like competition, right? So I went to him. Yeah, he was cutting one person. I waited there. I cut my hair. Right? So I came around another time. The brother's moody again. I'm like, what the? I dipped, you feel me? Like, yeah, I think he had one person or something. I was like, nah, what's wrong with the brother? I dipped. Even coming today, you feel me? Like, he had no one there. But like, as I'm talking to him, he's kind of, yo, what you and I'm just like, but the brother hooks up, he's able to cut hair. But I'm like, what's going on with the brother? So it just feels like, honestly, if I could say, sleeping around, because each of these brothers, right, they have their own personality to them. And I say it's crazy not having one barber, because I feel like with one barber you can get used to the homie. You build a bond, no homo, but you build a bond. But when you have different barbers, like the brother I went to today, right, like, he's not gonna, so he's not gonna say anything up front on some, I see you don't come frequently. Because I come and go as I please. It's like a girl, like, if you guys are not dating, she might be mad that you, but it's like, we're not dating, you feel me? So it's like, with the barber, I know he won't say anything, because I come and I go as I please, you feel me? But yeah, he's like, yeah, he's into cutting my hair, and it's like, where did you cut your hair last time? I'm like, I've been around, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like to me, you see, like, as he was lining me, I was like, it's not the same. I was just like, man. But yeah, he made reference to the barber he's in close competition with. He's like, you see, it's not the same. I'm just like, I didn't take it. I don't want to judge him, I sit back on some whatever, man. And what else, man? Yeah, as I'm paying, he's up to the price by 20. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I could sit and complain and be like, nah, when I came here, the price was this. But I was like, you know what? Let me just pay the money and be out of there, you feel me? So one thing I've realized is, like, once you cut by a barber and they're not doing the most, don't come back. It's like the barber on the street who I paid the least, right? Unless I start doing cheese scope, then I'll go back to him. But otherwise, I won't go back to him, because now I've realized, like, it's weird. I never thought, like, don't get me wrong, I never thought barbers have emotions like that. Like, I didn't see you these weeks. Where were you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was like, oh, you showed up. I do my job. If my job is good, he'll come back around. But yeah, it feels like everyone is, you know what I'm saying? Everyone has this thing of, like, what did I do wrong? And obviously you did something wrong. But, like, you should keep it player, man. Just be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I lost him. If I come back. But yeah, it's just like this weird thing, like, now that I'm having with my barbers. I think I'm going to stick to my one barber. As I said, the guy I've been frequenting. Even though the place is dodgy, man. Yeah, it's better, because now it was never, getting a haircut was never supposed to be awkward, you feel me? So yeah, man, it's crazy not having one barber. But yeah, these are the things you go through. And I feel like, as I said, like, the brother I'm frequenting, the place is dangerous, right? So I'm still on the hunt. Like, I'm never settled, you feel me? Like, there's nothing he's doing wrong, but I'm still on the hunt, you feel me? So it's like, low key, it does get, maybe they'll get mad. I'm not sure, but like, hey man, I'm a free man. It was the same thing, I won't lie, like when I did my hair, but this was with girls, right? Like, it was even crazier because I feel like they are more emotionally tapped in, even though they didn't say anything, right? You could just feel it, you feel me? But you know what I liked about the girls? Like, every girl had their own thing. So it's like, you get to experience different women without dating them, you feel me? Like, some sisters that sing while doing your hair. Some other sisters, you know, they're really soft with it. Some other sister, she's like, she pulls your hair, but at the same time she's kind. It's like but yeah, you see it, or if I could say, not having one person you go to. And you know, like, as much as I'd like to have a barber I'm cool with, one person that will hook me up every time, it's like you have to keep your options available, because if the barber starts getting too cozy on you and starts flopping you, you have to be able to move around, man. It's crazy, but yeah, man, it's your boy M the Doozy sharing you this quick story. But yeah, if you like, drop a like, comment down below, subscribe if you feel it. I'm out. Peace.